Uh-oh. Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down. New York City, NYC, Borough. MSG, stand up. Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. New York City. New York, Knicks. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, ball. We are not stopping, aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange, and everybody starving. Hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back.
A minute remaining. Brunson at three. Bam! Jalen.
Makes a circle.
Que lo que, mi gente, what's good, que lo que, bienvenido, what's good, you know what I mean, como está kana, konnichiwa, ni hao, sakbase, wagwan mayut, you know what I mean, we are back at it again, it's your boy, Ruel, 1/4 of the host here, we got some of the usual suspects here with us at it, we back at it again, this is Season 4, episode 13, is it Unlucky 13? We're about to talk about it, Unlucky 13, we'll see it. Episode 13, my brethren told me to number the thing, so I numbered the thing. I got back at it again. My brother, you know who it is, the new Knicks. Que lo que was good.
What's poppin', TOF family? Welcome back to the show. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here rocking with us, vibing with us. We greatly appreciate that. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Want to shout out my brother for quarterbacking the thing. Want to shout out my older brother, Machete. Yeah, I mean, for popping up. Shout outs to Two Shots. Shout outs to Mike the Specialist. What's popping?
What up? Salute to Mike the Specialist. Two Shots is out there. We don't know where, but he's out there. Hopefully he's doing his thing. We'll catch him at another time, apparently. But we got my cousin in the building. Machete. Swinging swords. You know what I'm saying? What's good? Primo. Hermano.
Que lo que, mi gente, la 110, Upper West Side Manhattan, shouts out to Manhattan. Our Knickerbockers, this win was great. This was what we needed. Yeah, let's talk some Knicks, baby.
Let's get it. We're going to
What's
talk
up,
about some
Ruel?
Knicks.
What's going on, you Knicks?
What up, fam? You know what it is.
Shots, our family.
And you know who's the other fam? We got to address the other people in the room. It's not the elephant, but the squad. The squad behind us at all times. You know what it is. Nostalgic Knicks is in the building. Old man, Nick fan, a.k.a. Keith Watkins. Peace up, A-Town down in the ATL. Salute to the family. Appreciate
What's
you
up,
guys.
chat?
We got everybody joining in. Come on in. Put it on volume, whatever you got to do. Put it in talk. We out here. We're getting it. We had a couple of games. First of all, the New York Knickerbockers are 13-1 at home. You know, as the new Knicks would say, we're going to go back to volume 1 of my brother's The New Dictionary. His very first word that he put in there is that we are unfuckwittable, if I think the word is correctly. Unfuckwittable at home. 13-1. 13-1 is kind of serious. Before we was trash at home, we couldn't get dubs at home. We was an away team. And now we saying, fuck around and find out when you come to the Garden. So something interesting to say. The Knicks are doing a hell of a job out here. We had a couple of little pre-warm-ups on here. We had the Charlotte Hornet game. We beat them up 119-104. We said, tate quieto, coño, sit down. You know what I'm saying? Like the little shorty. Handle the Hornets. Then we had the Utah Jazz. Young team. They got a good team. Salute to Deontay George. He's going to be a young talent. He's going to be really good. I like him. But, you know, Bridges was handling the Finland guy, New Finland, and he was like, "Yo, I don't care marketing if you 7-1, you my son." As New Knicks would say, you little, you know. I don't care you 7-1, you still little. Got you in the pocket. We manhandled them, 146 to 112 on a roll. We got the mojo going. Cat went off in that game as well against the Utah Jazz. You saw he was gonna start warming up there. We have 41. Go ahead. What was your
That's the second game. That's the second game over 140.
at least? I think we had. Yeah, I know for sure. Yeah, for sure. 146. I know we had another 140. We.
I think the Heat game was 140,
Yep.
and that game was 140 plus.
And in that game, the Knicks went off early. They have 41 points, which Knicks, I believe, we're leading the NBA in most points in the first quarter. We've been getting up. This is like our third or fourth game with 40 plus points in the first quarter. So we were saying New Knicks that if they get to 28 and 30, that's a dominant game from the Knicks. We've been getting up to 40 points in the first quarter, which was crazy. A great game that we just started coming out the gates. We had a 47-point third quarter. So really good game. Everybody was balling out there. That was a good game. A kind of a warm-up game. Karl Anthony Towns had 18 points on only 22 minutes. Brunson, 33 points that game. He had another big game tonight. Brunson's been on the heater. He's back in rare form. Everybody played. I mean, it was a great game. Literally everybody played against the Utah Jazz. You saw low minutes from the team. OG Anunoby, that was his first game back from the hamstring. He had 11 points, 1 assist. He was kind of getting into rampant speed there, but still was a positive 7. Josh Hart in that game, 28 minutes, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 8 point, but he was a positive 37, which is crazy. We went to town on them. Great warm up game, played good. Everybody in the team played. What were you gonna say?
That's crazy. 37 plus.
He was positive 37, and Jalen Brunson too. Jalen Brunson, your boy, who you've been 2 shots, took a little offense. You was cutting on the captain. That game he had 33 points and 9 assists. 9 assists. He was also positive 37. He was also positive 37. Great show up by him. Literally everybody touched the court that day. Everybody on the court. You know who else was a positive 30 plus? Deuce Miles McBride. He has 7 3-pointers. 7 3-pointers. 7. Yeah, you heard it right. 7 3-pointers. That boy was on fire. He had 22 points. He was all over the place. He had assists, steals, you name it. He was giving things out like candy. He also had a block, by the way. He was also positive 35 on that. Kolek looked really good in that game. 14 points. 14 minutes, 7 points. He had 3 dimes. He had 1 steal, 1 3-pointer. He looked really good. He's coming along. So great team overall. I figured the Utah game was gonna be kind of a body bag for the most part. I thought we should have handled that one out there. Any thoughts on you guys on those 2 games of what you saw for kind of warm up games, the Charlotte and the Jazz game? Machete, any thoughts you saw on those?
Yeah, those were good. Those were great games since last Sunday, bro. I mean, who we played since last Sunday. We played freaking the Celtics.
Yep.
We played the freaking
The Hornets.
we
and
played the
Jazz.
Raptors last Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
We played the Raptors, and then did we beat the Raptors?
We beat the
I'm trying to look at the back
Raptors.
of my
We beat the
notes real quick.
Raptors. We beat the Raptors
Yeah,
116 to 94. Loss of the Celtics. And
116 to 94. Yeah, I got you right here, bro. But it was great. It's been great. We've been beating the Raptors. Okay, so we lost to Boston, but we lost to Boston by what, 6 points?
Yep.
It wasn't that bad, I think, considering that we didn't have guys. I mean, Jalen Brown went on a tear there. He dunked a couple of times over Brunson or something like that. But it wasn't that bad considering we didn't have OG, and we were kind of like, well, we're playing in Boston. I told you it was gonna be a tough game.
Mm-hmm.
Because they weren't gonna. Joe Mazzulla wasn't gonna let us come in there and try to beat them. They won the last 8 of 11 games, and it was 2 in a row. So they were on a little bit of a run and a little bit of a tear. But we were a better team. We got a better record. I think that we're still better in the standings, so I ain't worried about them too much. And then we went on Wednesday after the Hornets, and we beat them 104 to 119. And the Hornets, and we played them away. We played them at home. They came in and we beat them. So that should have been a game that we had against a weaker team. Even though Ball was on a tear, man. Fucking Lamar Ball is just phenomenal. That kid
LaMelo?
was hitting threes.
I don't know who Lamar Ball
Yeah,
is.
LaMelo Ball. I'm sorry, LaMelo Ball. You know who I'm talking about.
Okay.
God bless him. But he went on a tear, got over 30 points, and we were just letting him score all over the place. But other than him, they didn't really have too much. It was good to see Kimball Walker as a head assistant coach as far as the Charlotte's game is concerned. But then after that, we played Orlando.
No, after we played
Tonight.
the Utah Jazz, Orlando.
No,
tonight.
after that we played a back-to-back
The Jazz.
against the Jazz, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, and then we came back and beat the Jazz, and we spanked the Jazz. So it's been a great week, bro. And then we come back and really win a really good game in Orlando right now, man. No shams,
At the Garden.
no cat.
At the Garden.
At the Garden,
Yep.
no sham. No, this one I'm talking about. You're talking about the Charlotte game, the Jazz games as at MSG.
Yeah. So was this?
But I'm talking about tonight. This was in. I thought it was in Orlando.
Home. That's what made us 13-1. This was a home game at the
Okay.
Garden. They came to us, and we beat them 106 to 107.
I couldn't tell because of the color of the court.
Yeah.
The court color threw me off a little
Yeah,
bit.
my
I
wife
thought we were playing in.
My wife wasn't feeling that either. She was saying that she couldn't see the court. It was distracting. The new court. Yeah, but it was at home though.
Yeah, okay, so it was a home game, but whatever. But no sham, no cat. We ended up losing Deuce. I hope he's okay. It looked like he hurt his left ankle, but he was able to get up from the replay and do the because I missed where he got hurt, and I missed that whole part where he got hurt.
I think it was a knee strain. He has a knee strain, but we'll see based on the report.
Is it me? I thought it was like an ankle.
Nah, knee strain.
But yeah, they lost Wagner, and they were down no Castellano and no Wagner, no Franz Wagner, no Mo Wagner. But those guys, I didn't feel too bad about the Wagner injury because those guys, they body us every time, and they play us pretty physical. So it was kind of like the fucking hens coming back to roost. You get what you got. I mean, I don't think it was intentional at all by either Huck or Yabusele.
Nah, they both German.
The injury. I think it was just shit that happens. But they want to play physical. That's what happens. Y'all will try and get physical. Y'all knocked out the last time Jalen Brunson, and then y'all took out fucking who they take out after. They took out OG after that. Every time we play them.
Yeah,
am I wrong?
Yeah. No, you're right. It was just a little bit of payback.
I think we ended up losing Brunson at the ankle injury, and then we ended up losing OG with the fucking hamstring because of
we lost Shaman.
Oh, Shaman rather. It was Shaman. Yeah. But anyways, what goes around comes around. So as far as that concerned, but it was a real good, tough, good game. The guys really grounded out, man. Jalen Brunson, 30 points, 2 rebounds, 9 assists. Orlando had Baines, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. But Baines is another one, man. He got what he deserved, bro. He was trying to play his physical. I think that injury to Deuce. I ain't blaming it on Baines because it looked like Baines, Deuce tried to go for the layup and Baines kind of got thrown into him by the other player. I didn't see who it was. It was the bearded guy who landed on Baines, and Baines landed on Deuce as he was doing the layup in midair, and Deuce landed bad because it's bad. And my thing was Baines still sitting on him because then Baines landed on him and still sat on him. Till somebody came and picked him up. So he was sitting on Deuce the whole time while Deuce is freaking.
Deuce got injured?
Yeah, he got injured tonight. Looks like a knee strain. He landed knee strain. So
he'll be all right.
It didn't look too terrible though. It didn't look as bad. Now Franz Wagner, I knew Knicks has been out there hustling and grinding, also being Papa Chic handling, helping grandbaby and his daughter. So he's been out of the loop for a little bit, but he's been working hard. But he's always with his new Knicks. But yeah, Deuce got out with a knee strain, and then you're also looking at Franz Wagner, which was a big loss for them. Franz Wagner is their number one guy who was giving us the business every time we play him, and his looks serious. His knee strain, it looks like maybe he tore an Achilles, not an Achilles, sorry, like an ACL or MCL. Hopefully not. Hopefully speedy recovery to the cat.
He'll be all right. He'll be back.
It looked
Speedy
worse.
recover to everybody.
What? What'd you say?
I said speedy recover to everybody.
Yeah. So I mean, we never want that. We love the matchup. Listen, we love the intensity of Orlando. Orlando brought the best out of us today, and every time we play them, because they're giving us NBA playoff style atmosphere games whenever we play them, as they should. They're a team that's trying to, you know what I'm saying, when the youth is growing up, you know what I'm saying, they want to battle the sensei. They feel we're the sensei. They want to check the master and be like, yo, we belong here too. And yo, it was dope. It was dope either way. You know, it's part of basketball. It happens. Hopefully, Franz Wagner is good, and that's just the thing with Orlando. Every time they're ready to take that
Man,
next step, they get injured.
fuck that dude, man.
All
Fuck
right,
that
all
Wagner
right. So
guy, bro.
fuck Franz. Anyway, so
I'm talking about
Deuce,
him. I don't give a shit about him.
so
He tried
Deuce,
to hurt us, bro.
he
He would
balling.
snuff us every time. He would. You know what? So what? We didn't have Cat, didn't have Wagner, and we lost Deuce, and they lost the other Wagner. Wank off.
Wank off. Hey, listen, and we did it without Cat too. We beat him without Cat. Cat was out with a calf strain. I think it was just, just trying to rest him overall. I don't think it's anything because he was on the sideline. He was cheering. So to beat him without Cat was impressive. And they had Paolo Banchero too. Even though France was early in the game, they lost him, but they had their whole lineup. We still played them very well. We lost Deuce, and we still found a way to not only beat them, make a run, and towards the end, they started making a comeback after we had all our rookies in there. And if you missed it, did you see the play where New Knicks, we beat in Orlando, probably we were up like 15 points, something like that. And then Coach Mike Brown takes all the vets out, I mean all the starters. He brings all the rookies in, and the rookies started losing the lead. You got you got Josh Hart on the sideline with his twin boys, and then Coach calls him right back in, and he throws his twin boy to Mitch. Yeah, that was hilarious. Kids flying in midair.
No, but did you see the
Yeah, that
the
was
look on
hilarious.
Mitch's face when he handed him the butt? Did you see the look on Mitch's face when he handed him the baby?
He was like, "What the?"
He was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, that was hilarious. I
That was
love.
pretty
Well,
funny.
Mitch is the father, so he should know.
Yeah,
You should know. You should
listen,
know, but it was pretty
he
funny.
ain't dropped the baby either. He caught the baby. He's like, Hey, salute to everybody else in the chat. Adios. Oh God. Salute to you, my brother. Appreciate you. We got Ed Santana.
Salute.
81. Appreciate you. We're gonna get to your comments in a second. And D Grant 63. Salute to all you guys. And if you're just watching, put that in the chat. We let everybody put whatever you want. Throw it in the chat. We're gonna read it in a second here. So Andio says, "What up?" Ed Santana says, "Should Antetokounmpo eventually push for a trade? However, Stein wrote that there is a strong belief, league-wise, he would want to play for the New York Knicks, and we'll get to that in a second. We're gonna talk about that, yes, sir. Knicks need to sign Dink Pate. This is from D Grant 63. Knicks need to sign Dink Pate. He is killing the G League. I hope Leon signs this boy on a two-way. This dude is 6'8". Years old, 6'8", and 19 years old. I agree with you. We're going to go to that too. But, that kid is balling. And what he's talking about is Dink Pate, the one that we drafted, young cat, went to the G League, had a triple-double, a 37-point triple-double. Three-pointers, scoring, rebounding, assisting. The kid is all over the place in the G League. The highest scoring, if I'm not mistaken, the highest scoring triple double in G League history, if I'm not mistaken. In G League history. If I'm not
Yes,
mistaken,
it is.
I believe that's
Yes,
the
it
highest
is.
score, 37, which is fantastic. That boy's balling. In order to sign him, let's just get to that what we're talking about. In order to sign Dink Pate, which basically right now, Dink Pate can get picked up by any team. He's not on any contract. He's in the G League. Any team could basically take him. The only way to sign him is you have to get rid of one of your two-way contract, i.e. Tosan Uoba. You have the other kid, the triple-double guys like Josh. I'm having a brain fart now. And or Jameson. I like Jameson as a backup center, but I think maybe you let him go and then you get Dink Pate because you got to be able to do that. Hook Porty's playing really good at center position. Although you would want that third backup just in case. You do have Yabusele, so I think you maybe get rid of Jameson and then sign Dink Pate.
What position does he play? What position does he play?
Who are you talking about? Dink?
The kid with the triple double.
He's a 6'8" guard. He's 6'8". He's 19 years old. 6'8". We drafted him. That kid he played in I forgot what league it was, the one under the G League. Ignite All-Star Ignite.
He's still got, he's still got two, he's still got 2 more years of growing. Pause.
Yo.
Like physical,
Yo, fit.
tall wise.
Height. Thank God you ain't say length.
I mean,
Anyway, so it's definitely possible. It's still early. Uoba's been called up a couple of times. Not called up, but he's been in the bench. So I think there's something. He's about 6'11", tall kid. He can dribble, shoot. He's got good talent. I like Uoba, so I would probably say maybe Jameson is the odd man out. It's either Jameson or McCullard. That's what it was. McCullard is good. Young cat. He's also a triple double type threat. He's young. Jameson's been in the NBA before, so I think maybe you would want to waive Jameson and sign Dink Pate, but he has to make a move soon because this kid is a baller. You don't want any other team to just scoop him up for nothing. So Dink Pate has been balling. Back to the game today against Orlando.
To make you question why you believe
that.
what you do.
Mute that.
Most of us
Mute
kind of
that.
get our
Machete.
worldview from our parents, our peers, our pastors when we're
God.
very, very young, and we don't.
Yo, Machete.
So I did write
Jesus.
gender
Literally.
right, basically, and in that book, I'm very
Oh my God.
liberal in
And I
my.
can't mute this guy. Machete, mute your
My
shit.
bad.
Damn, bro, you preaching to the choir out here, literally.
Preaching to the choir.
Yo, mute your joint.
My bad. My bad.
All right, so it's all good. So we had the Orlando game, beat them up today. It was a good game. It was a game that we definitely needed to win. A game that we had someone that beat us going on 3 times. I would have given them the advantage later on if and when we play them in the playoffs. So we definitely needed that game today. The fact that we beat them without Cat was very good. So a huge game today. Let me see the stats here real quick. So Knickerbocker was balling too. So OG Anunoby, this was the best game for my OG Anunoby since he came back. It is his second game, so nothing too crazy. But he had 21 points. He had 5 3-pointers, 3 steals, and 7 rebounds in 28 minutes. He was positive 20. He was all over the place. Josh Hart played 34 minutes, had a double-double, 17 points, 12 rebounds. Go ahead. What was that?
no, OG was balling, dog.
That boy, he was
He
on
was
one.
balling. That boy was on one, bro.
Yeah,
Ugh.
he filled the stat score all around. The only thing he didn't get today, which I was surprised, was a block. But I mean, again, Orlando's a big, tall team. It was a big matchup for him. I thought he was going to be a little more tired, but obviously the rest helped him out. But to have 3 steals, 5 3-pointers, 21 points, and 7 rebounds was incredible. Very good game by him. Josh Hart had a double-double. Yeah, he's been playing really good. And Josh Hart was a -1, which is weird, considering he had 3 3-pointers, which is huge for Josh. He had 17 points, 12 rebounds, 1 assist. You have Mitchell Robinson in 25 minutes. Mitchell Robinson had 13 rebounds. Yeah, he's been killing the game. He's got to be up there leading the NBA in rebounds for sure, especially in minutes played. That's probably the most he's played all season, if I'm not mistaken. 25 minutes is a lot for Mitch. But the fact that he played 25, no injuries, didn't look like he was tired, is really good. He had 1 block, 1 steal. He had 3 field goals, so he had 3 putbacks. He had 6 points and 13 rebounds. He was a positive 8. Mikal Bridges, the usual Iron Man, he had 34 minutes for him. He had 12 points, 7 assists. Now, his assists have gone up. Ever since he's been in this offense, he's been averaging, I want to say, close to 6 assists. He normally averages 5. Big game by him overall. You have Jalen Brunson, 38 minutes. Yo, new Knicks. Brunson had 30 points, 10 assists. I'm telling you guys, if you know, Jalen got to be watching the pod. We've been cutting him to a certain extent, especially New Knicks. See if New Knicks comes back on, but New Knicks has been on him about being the best version of himself in the double-digit assist category, and you can see it's possible. We can beat teams. He can give you 30. He can still give you the MVP All-Star 30 points a game and 10 assists, which is insane. That's a crazy stat. 30 points, 10 assists.
Well,
Go ahead.
listen. A lot of that, I don't put it on Jalen Brunson because Because at time he does put forward and make the passes. It's up to the other players to execute their shots. Yeah, I mean, so them as well have to get better.
And 3 of those, I think, were to Josh, who hit those 3 3-pointers. So Josh, I mean, many times Brunson gave it to him, and he wasn't hitting the 3-pointer. So salute to Josh Hart for improving his 3-point shot, being ready, not hesitating. The ball movement was crazy out there. We had a lot of good ball movement today. I want to say we had 18, 19, 20, 27. Probably had about 27 assists today, which was really good. Everybody was playing really good. Gershon played 11 minutes. He got 8 points today. So Gershon, to be able to get 8 points, he also had two field goals and 2 threes. So he's getting confident in his threes. They looked a little crazy before.
Hey,
Go ahead.
that's decent. 8 points in 11 minutes is decent. I didn't think he was doing anything in there, and it's kind of like sad to see him playing at the end. But at least he's in it. But 8 points in 11 minutes is very efficient.
And 2 of those were threes. So two of the out of his 6 points, he had
Yeah,
2 3-pointers.
yeah, he's
So
getting there.
it's gonna
He's
take a little
settling
time.
in, man.
Yeah, it's gonna take a little time. 2 rebounds too. So that wasn't bad for him. Now the star of the show, ironically, with all these phenomenal stats, who played excellent if you watch the game throughout, who actually won the defensive player of the game, was Ariel
Yeah.
Hookporty. He played a phenomenal 23 minutes. Mitch gave you 25. Hookporty gave you 23 minutes. Hookporty had 7 rebounds. He had 2 assists. He gave you 6 points. And he gave you, what else did he give? And 1 steal and 3 blocks. Hookporty gave you 3 blocks, 1 steal, 6 points, 2 assists, and 7 rebounds. This phenomenal
So he's
production.
been stepping up.
He's been, I've been, even the last landing, I was like, yo, why is Mike Brown not playing size? We have a tall team, put Hookporty in. Hookporty was just on the sideline. And now, thank you for Mike Brown for hearing 2 games late, but you heard the message. We know you're watching us. You know, Jalen Brunson's dad. We know his dad watches the pod, and apparently he was watching there with Mike. Together. So let's see who else.
Hey, Mike, Mike Machete, I'm gonna need you to step up to the screen because I'm about to go to work.
Nah, do your thing, bro. Don't worry about it. I got it. We'll be at it. Say what's up to the
Right, I'm at
people.
work right now. I'm trying to step up. You don't have to chill.
Give your peace out to the
I'm
people.
at work actually.
Give your peace out to the people.
Yeah, shout out to everybody. Yo, good job by the Knicks. Everybody playing better, doing better. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Coach Gooch. Still hasn't earned the name. Yeah, I mean, but he's working on it. And shit. Shout out to OG. Hopefully Deuce gets better soon. And shit, yeah. I'm signing out.
All right. Peace out, my G. You're.
Yeah. Shout out to Machete. Shout out to my brother for holding it down. Shout out to the TOF family chat. Make sure, shout out to all the new subscribers. We've been jumping up, been seeing a lot of new people in the chat. We greatly appreciate y'all questions. Keep it coming. Pause. And yeah, help us get some subscribers. Put the word out there.
Yeah, peace out, my G.
Trying to get to 500.
Nah, 5,000. We looking for 100,000 by the end of the month. 100,000. Trying to get 100K. Right? It's all good, man.
Hey,
All right, my G.
right around the corner.
All right, my G.
Look at this nigga throwing money.
Yeah.
Yo, I'll check that boy out.
All right, my G. Jordan Clarkson played 17 minutes. This is the craziest plus minus I've ever seen because he played 17 minutes. He got 2 rebounds. Nothing else. Jordan Clarkson got 2 rebounds in 17 minutes and has a +9. I don't know. I don't even know how that happens. But he was +9. That's weird. But good win overall. I think that was a game that we definitely needed to win. Next one that we got after this is the Raptors. We got the game this Tuesday, quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. So this upcoming game matters This is the NBA Cup. If we win this, we advance. I'm for it. I want to be the first team to win the NBA in-season cup and the NBA championship in 1 year. And I think we're going to do it this year. You heard it here first. I think we got it. Your quick thoughts on that, on the Raptors Knicks Tuesday. That's our next game against the Raptors. It's a quarterfinals to advance. You're on mute.
We should be able to handle them because I don't think there's going to be RJ. If RJ was playing, if he was well, that'd be a different story. But we are going to be playing in Toronto. It's going to be, another one of those games where, Toronto. Well, Orlando played us tough this year. Orlando is, even though I think they're a little better than us in the standing. I haven't looked at the standing, but I'm thinking that they're a little bit. If not, I think we're still a better team. I think we'll be able to go in Orlando and take care of business. It's a tournament game. They're going to come a little bit better. I don't know if IQ is going to see us coming and beating him twice. He might bring it. And if there's no RJ, I really don't think they're going to be doing that good. But they've been playing pretty good. But I still give it. I still give it to us. We're going to take this.
Yeah, I agree.
We're going to take this cup.
I agree.
We need this cup. I see us with this cup. When we beat Orlando today, I saw us with that cup. Because this was a pretty good game. There was a pretty good team tonight. I mean, there was a lot of 50-50 balls tonight. There was a lot of really crazy plays that was going on. It was really weird watching this game. It looked like watching a game in the 70s. People a lot of fumbling and lose balls and going after balls and 50-50 balls and, pause all over the place.
Fighting, pushing.
It was a really fun playoff atmosphere. It was a really good game. Yeah.
Nah, I loved it. And you could tell,
yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, yeah, bro.
Now, on top of that, which is gonna go into the segment that we're talking about now. So you got the New York Knicks with 13-1 at home. This is the best start they said since the 90s. I think 97 and 98. That the best start that we've had overall. Great winning, and this has been with a bunch of different people in and out of the lineup. You had Brunson missing for ankle sprain. You had OG Anunoby out with hamstrings. Go ahead.
Back it up. No, may sound insignificant, but it was the best season since 93, 94, which is a difference. 93, 94, we had Pat Riley. We made that run. The 93, 94 season one was the OJ debacle happened, and I believe we were playing the Houston Rockets.
Yep.
In the finals. That was that team.
But they're saying this is the best start. So it's so early, but just the best start of the season since that time. So you're seeing a lot of first.
But that was a team. That was a squad.
Yeah.
That 93, 94 team was we still had everybody in it. We had Patrick. We had Xavier. We had we had the Oakley. We had the John Starks, and we went to the finals. That to compare us to that, to us having a team first time. Mike Brown, new coaching staff, 2 new players like that. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I agree. And not only that, but we're doing it like now. You can see the team's already got a rhythm. I think the team has the understanding of how they want them to play, especially the last couple of games. And now you're seeing the others, which is the important part. You're seeing the others step up. Deuce went down, speedy recovery. Hopefully it's just something minor, maybe rest a game or two, and then come back at it. But the fact that he's balling, then you got Tyler Kolek who improved and defensively and is being confident in his game. You got Clarkson and Yabusele who are the biggest signings, but yet it's taking them a little while to start coming around. But I think they will eventually by the end of the year. But the fact that you got the others, you're having the game that Hook Porty had today. Hook Porty gave you phenomenal minutes, offensive, speed, all types of games for stealing, defense, rebounding. He's giving you pretty much everything on the floor. His free throws look phenomenal. He's someone you can count on the game to give you that Mitchell essence and can hit free throw shots if we need to. So you got Diawara that's starting to come around a little bit. So all that to see the type of team that we have. Mike Brown has the starting 5 that Thibodeau had last year that they said was the best starting 5 in all of the NBA essentially. And then you have that same starting 5, and now you're having the others, which Thibodeau didn't have clicking. You got Mike Brown with all these players starting to play really, really well. Our bench is coming along. Phenomenal. Now you move Mitch down to the bench. Josh Hart is the starting lineup, but you got Mitch, Deuce, Clarkson, Yabusele, Diawara, Hook Porty, all these other players where we're having a really solidified bench. And you got these players playing phenomenal. So you're looking at a deep 9, deep 10. Still haven't played the Christmas game. So we're still less than 1/4 of the season even complete. We still have more to complete even the first quarter. And we're clicking on all cylinders. All that to say, Machete, the Knicks made an offer in the summer for Giannis Antetokounmpo. There's possibility that right now, Shams reported today that he's in negotiations. He's talking with Bucks, trying to find out if they can figure something out as far as getting himself out of a team. That's why I said from that injury looked suspect. That bought him some time so he doesn't have to be in the press or post conference. Speaking to the media afterward, and then now you have him where he's really trying to push to get out of it. They said they'll reevaluate him in 2 to 4 weeks, which gives the team essentially 2 to 4 weeks to try to figure out how to make this work. All that being said, considering the Knicks made a move and tried to go from earlier, Giannis is averaging 28 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. And they're comparing him to Karl Anthony Towns, which they say give up Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns is giving you 22.5 points, basically 12 rebounds, and 3.4 assists. Almost the same numbers that he's giving you, except for the field goals. So what would be the point of getting rid of someone that's giving you same style minutes, same style points, and is a more threat at the 3 points and at the free throw line? So those are more threats that Cat has, in my opinion, than Giannis. What are your thoughts? Should the Knickerbockers make a move for Giannis? Do you think, considering the players we have right now, how we're playing, our starting five, our bench players, do you think he is worth breaking up the New York Knickerbockers in any kind of format to compare to what we have now?
No, he's not worth breaking up the Knickerbockers the way we are right now, the way we're thriving right now. We're going to give up a guy who's basically the same numbers. If it was a straight up cap for Giannis, I might do it. But Giannis, it's like Giannis is a little bit younger than Cat, but more injury prone.
Very.
Cat is already got more chemistry and already had the year and taking us to the ECF with Cat, where with Giannis was out last year when they went to playoffs. So that, to me, it's not even it sounded feasible at all. All this hype about Giannis and this and that. Now, if you can get Giannis to come in here with Cat, or if you can keep Cat and Giannis and the Villanova 3, and not lose OG, which is all impossible.
Impossible.
But I'm not giving up OG. I'm not even giving up Josh Hart or Jalen Brunson. Forget about any of the Villanova 3, because I'm not giving up Mikal. I'm not giving up Josh. I'm not giving up Brunson.
It would have
for Giannis.
It has to be
I'm not breaking
OG, Mitch, and Picks, and maybe even Deuce.
I'm not breaking up the set. I'm not breaking up the set, bro. No, I'm not breaking up my set right now. This is my set.
And even on points, on defensive, like the defensive percentages, Cat gives you 0.8 on defense and a 0.7. And Giannis is giving you 0.9 and 0.9. So very minimal defense.
It's not that much of a difference, bro. And then not only that, it's what comes with that. What we're also gonna Kuzma gonna come with him, and we gotta give up what to get him and Kuzma? Get the fuck out of here, bro. I don't want no Kuzma on our squad.
And
I don't want Kuzma on our squad, bro.
And a miscellaneous stat that shows you, it says for plus minus, Antetokounmpo is plus 95, Cat is plus 168.
Are you kidding me, bro?
No, I'm looking. He's a plus 168 in comparison to plus 95.
Are you kidding me? To want to do that trade? Would you do that trade?
I wouldn't do it. Me personally, the way with what we have now. So like, if you're talking about like if we had like Randall, like if Randall was available on the team we had then to get him at that point, because it's similar numbers and you can make that move if that was Randall this year, or we didn't have Cat, then yeah, you do whatever you got to do to get him. But Cat was the move.
Just talking.
And if you think about the roommates, when you're talking about Dolan was there, right? When Dolan was on the roommates show, he said Leon came to me with a plan, and there's a plan that he sticks through. And if anything changes, he asked him why are you changing from the plan? Meaning that you're not confident in your own plan. So they've been going through what they wanted to attack. They got every marker they wanted to get, every player they wanted to get. Obviously, you go swing for the fence if they're available. Prior to us getting Cat, yes, you try the Giannis. You try getting, these other players. But Cat is at that same level of Giannis and the kid from Denver, Jokic. So it's really them three at that higher level, high echelon level. So whether one can give you more than the other, you're talking about Jokic is a better passer than all three. That's his niche. He can give you triple doubles. He can assist in his sleep. That's his gift. Giannis is a dominant threat in the paint, driving to the lane. He's a force there, but he's still not great at free throws. He's not that great at 3-pointers, but he can dominate the paint. You know who else dominates the paint in our team? Jalen Brunson. You know who else needs the paint? Josh Hart. So that fit in whatever format it looks like, he's not going to fit well with Brunson. The purpose of getting Cat is the spacing that he lets Brunson operate. That's why they work well together. When Brunson is in the paint and they try to collapse on him, he can dish it out to Cat, and Cat can hit the three. The spread five, the stretch five was the whole thing that Nick's been wanting for a while, and that's the whole best part of it. He fits with what we're doing, and his main thing, besides being able to go to the paint and he can hit free throws. He's one of the best free throws, elite at 90+%. Cat, I'm talking about, and he can hit threes. That's what you're looking at. What are you gonna talk? Why are you gonna go ahead and get Giannis? You know what I'm saying? And someone who's extremely injury prone. Keith Watkins says, "Let this team cook." I agree with you. The only reason they bring it up is because when they say when someone becomes available, when this superstar becomes available, the only reason you're even hearing us talk about it is because now is an opportunity that someone could be available as far as a superstar, generational talent. Yes, they're available, but guess what? We got our superstar. We got our player that we've been after for a while. We got our player that gives us these same type of numbers and then some and fits this team. Whether people like calling Cat soft or whatever, the numbers speak for themselves. Defensive SPG, Cat is 0.8, Giannis is 0.9. Defensive BPG, blocks per game, Cat is 0.7, Giannis is 0.9. Not an exchange. This is career-wise. This isn't just a one-off season or anything. The only main stat shooting-wise, which is percentage, obviously Giannis is higher than anybody. He's at 60. I'll tell you right now. He's at 65.6 compared to 52.7 for Karl Anthony Towns, and that's because he's dominating in paint. Those are close proximity percentages, easy points. He's literally under the basket. Cat's giving you that with threes, shooting, twos, and in the paint, and still extremely high numbers for points that he's creating for you on there. Assists, they're almost equal, and Cat's numbers are easily going to go up in this game. His stats were low career-wise because he didn't have that much help of shooters in Minnesota as much, where now he has it. He has those options. The offense is going to contribute to that, so I'm definitely not a fan of it. I like Giannis. I think he is a generational talent. I just don't think he fits this team, and we do not need another Melo-type trade. You got to look at what is Memphis going to want. Is Memphis going to want picks? And to try, picks are not going to fill the arena. Number one draft picks are not going to fill or sell tickets. So I'm the idea that they would want a soft type rebuild where they're going to want talent to come rather than, unless you get a Hall, which I think he would fit better in OKC. I would love to see him at OKC. I would love for OKC to make the move to get Giannis and give up a Hall, their picks, players, and I would love for Giannis to break up OKC. I don't want to see that team that good for that many years. That's me being selfish. But I think OKC should go for him for sure. I think OKC has enough assets for the next 12 years. Why not make the move? I think it would fit perfect for them. Let them fight out west and let us do our thing over here. Salute to G-Man78. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you. We back at it again. So in that aspect, I don't know. I gave the scenario of what I thought it would take for the Knicks if Milwaukee's doing a soft rebuild, which in my opinion, I think that's what they would go for. Get talent to come back so they can sell tickets and be some kind of competitive rather than start all over. Milwaukee fans aren't going to deal with that. So you're looking at that. And even if you look at New Orleans, whether they lost Zion for, I don't know, I think it's the rest of the year, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever it is with Zion. New Orleans is giving away free tickets to fill the arena. Free lower bowl. Free. If you look at New Orleans Saints games, they are giving away free tickets for lower bowl. The whole top is empty just to try to get people to come and watch the games. That would never happen in New York. Never happen in New York. And we should stand up and be proud that we are that team. That when we had a 17 win team, we were still selling out the Garden. The Garden in New York is lucky to have fans like us, podcasts like us. You know what I mean? So salute to you guys. I think it's just something that I don't think we make the move. This team is too deep, and eventually, eventually you're gonna have really good vets in that same class for Giannis that aren't at that level but are really really good. Are gonna want to play for the Knicks next year. They're gonna want to come merge over and become. We can basically get good talent to fill the bench. We got the deepest five, I think, in all of NBA. So I'm not a fan for that. You were saying, Machete?
I mean, I feel like as far as Giannis is concerned, man, I think that he should just stay in Milwaukee till the summer and make a run. I mean, just stay there till the summer and make a run with the squad you have right now. You still got a decent squad that you can make the playoff with.
Nah,
I honestly feel that Milwaukee
They suck.
still make the playoffs. Once they get into, I mean, well, fuck that. Who cares? They're not my problem. I don't want Giannis' problem.
Yeah.
Giannis is good. I think he's hanging out to the summer and all this bullshit that they're doing now. I think they're just trying to see what teams that can try to get in line for him, if not for January, to make the move for January, to see if they can't make the move later on in the summer. But by then, who knows where we'll be at. Maybe we'll be under the apron so that we can go after him. Maybe not now, but maybe for the summer. So just hang tight Milwaukee till then.
Listen, for him, it's like, you have him for one more year. He has one more year after this year under contract, and then after that, it's a player option. So any team that trades for him, if you're giving up whatever you're gonna give up, and if he wants to really be in New York, they're not gonna give up that much. So what people are thinking they're gonna get for him, a 5, 6, 7 first, that's not gonna happen. And all out, because he could be like, you know what, I'll go there for the year, but guess what, I ain't resigning. I don't want to be here. If you send him to San Antonio and he don't want to be in Texas, regardless of whether with Wemby or not, I mean, San Antonio and maybe OKC are good locations, but anywhere else, he could just be like, nah, I'm not going there, and that's it, and just play that 1 year, and then he's out, and then he can go wherever he wants. So for him, it's his time, man.
I'm not saying I would love to have him.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I would love to have him. I think anybody would love to have him, especially him here on the Knicks. If there was a way we could have him and Towns and but that's just fantasy, bro. I would love to have him, Towns, and Mitch Robb and OG and the Villanova 3.
Listen, get Jordan out of retirement. Bring Larry Bird out to I mean, if we're gonna,
it wouldn't be possible. But would it be possible maybe after the summer, maybe going into next year? Would it be more possible?
Let's even if that's the case, what are you gonna do? You're gonna give this guy $300 million? He's gonna command $300 million. He's gonna be a $300 million player with a countless boatloads of injuries. Like you got him with possibly a tear. Are you gonna give this guy $300 million? Even if you could get him, even if we could, let's say we can get him, keep the Villanova 3, and you gave away OG and you gave away Mitch and whatever the other package is. And you got to re-sign Cat, who's extension eligible, and you're gonna have to extend him. They both get extensions at the same time. So you're gonna be in the third tier super luxury tax for this team. That means we better win the next 3 straight to be paying super luxury tax. You're gonna pay what? Cat ain't gonna take that much of a discount. Maybe $250. You're gonna give him $250 and then Giannis at $250. You're talking about $500 million for 2 players, and one who's got extreme cases of injury, who's on the verge of a possible Achilles. Hopefully not. Peace to the brother. Hopefully he's good. But if you look at his long history list of injuries, I mean, my guy he's been on it, bro. He's had injuries. I went back and he's had them for a while, bro. He's had a crazy boatload of injuries, and a lot of them, when I was looking at his injuries, were around January, February, and March. A lot of his injuries. You know what that means? Late in the season, ready right before playoffs. So when you would need this guy, he's getting injury, back strains, calf strains, hamstrings. So like you're getting, he's phenomenal in the year, phenomenal MVP player throughout the year. But then when you need him in the playoffs, he's not going to be there. He's going to be injured. He's been bounced the last 3 straight years with the team, with good team, bad team. He had Drew Holiday. He had good talent at that time, and they got bounced. So it's not like he's getting you to the finals every year, and you know, bro. I mean, the reality is he's been bounced 3 times, 3 straight years. Whatever the case may be, the dude's been bounced 3 times. Cat was just in the Western Conference Finals, and then he took us just to the ECF.
To the Eastern Conference.
So he's been in both conference finals. He hasn't won it like Giannis, but he's been on the West Coast Eastern Conference Finals. He's beat dudes, all the best players over there, and he's come to the East and beat all the best players in the East.
And he plays injured. Plays injured knees, injured thumbs, sprain, whatever. He's there.
And he gives you everything.
He's very great.
Yeah, go ahead. And that's why
it takes very few time off.
And you look at what do you get with this guy? What am I getting for, right? What is the value that I'm getting for Giannis? And yes, he's a phenomenal player. He is phenomenal. He can give me 30 and 10 and 5. I'm okay if I get 28, 11 and 4 from Cat. You know what I'm saying? With two 3-pointers, and he's giving me 91 from the free throw. I'm all right with that. He's giving me more threes. He's a bigger threat. He's spacing the floor so Brunson can work. If Brunson and Giannis are both in the paint, it's Randall and Brunson all over again. They're both clogging the paint. Brunson can't be Brunson with Giannis sitting in the paint and dominating and dunking. That means Brunson's just going to literally be a catch and shoot 3-point shooter. He's not going to be able to do any of the footwork that he does with a Giannis on the floor. It's not going to work. They don't match. That's the whole goal of why they went after Cat. It has to fit the system. You need a stretch 5, which that's what the NBA's gone to spread the floor. That's why the offense we have, where we have everybody to the 3-point line, right? Everybody's in the 3, which leaves Brunson the rhythm to run, or whoever is slashing in the paint to make a layup or spray it out. One person in the paint, spray it out. Drive, spray it out. You can't do it with 2 dudes in the paint again. It just doesn't make sense. You're gonna have Giannis is a more glorified Randall. And he turns the ball over too. He spins sometimes and turns the ball over. In case you guys don't remember, Josh Hart was playing him almost one-on-one. Got a steal from him. So I just don't see the value for this team that Giannis can bring. If you're telling me if it was Jokic, that's a different story. And not because of what he can bring. Jokic can give you 10, 15 assists in a game. He could give you 10 rebounds a game. He can give you 30, 40 points in a game. He can give you 10s. So he would be able to increase assists a little more or a lot more than Cat. That's a different thing. You know, he can still fit the system and he can help other players out. I don't see that with Giannis as much. That's just, I like him. I think he's good. His injury history is a hell nah. His injury history is no. He's 30. He's going to be 31, I think, this month. He's going to be 31 years old. He's coming down the hill of prime if he's not already angled down already. And then you're going to give him $300 million on top of that? I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts in the chat? Let me know if you think I'm crazy in the chat. Replay game when you guys watch this. Let me know. What do you think? I mean, I know there's people for it, but what do you give up? What is worth giving up? Do you gut your team and do a Carmelo all over again? No. I mean, right now, we're the favorites right now. We are the favorites in the East right now to win the East. What more is he going to bring to that already? Last year and this year, we had the best starting 5 without him. And he was in whatever team he was in. You had all these other players. Go ahead.
Yo, do you see how we're just starting to gel, bro? We're just now starting to gel. We're rolling, bro. The team is rolling. We're on one. OG was playing great tonight. Mitch Rob was playing well tonight. We beat some easy teams. We beat a tough team in Orlando who bodied us the first time. Gave us the biggest loss of the season the first time we played them this year. You know that they were not afraid of us that the coach is taking revenge for all the times that we beat him with fibs. It was beat us was was this the third game this year
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
with him?
Yep.
They beat us 2-1.
Yep.
It's the first time we beat Orlando. You know, and in a champion in an inside in tournament game. So you know we're a team that's just starting to gel, starting to find our way. Players are coming, starting to settle in. Yeah, settle in. Yabusele's starting to settle in a little bit. Clarkson's the only thing was playing a little bit erratic. He's starting to play the rookies because he's forced. Deuce is hurt. He might have to play Kolik a little bit longer now coming up. You know, so but this is good. This is good. That everybody, not everybody's involved. Everybody's getting time. That means more confidence is building. Unfortunately, injuries are happening.
Yep.
Deuce is hurt. He'll be all right. It doesn't look like it's anything very serious. Hopefully it's not. And he'll be back. And things will get better. And things will get better.
And even with
You know,
that,
we're 13-1 at home. That's crazy. We've had the best record so far for starting season since 93-94, which was a great year because we went to the finals that year. The OJ debacle happened that year. But we're doing well right now. I think that, you know, this is good also for the confidence of the coach and the coaching staff because it looks out there communicating and he's listening. You know, he's out there, you know, he's very sincere in the press conferences, Mike Brown. You know, I like that. You know, and you know, it's exciting, bro. It's still, you know, the okay, so as far as the standing in the East, we should be second.
we are second. I was just looking at it right now. Right now we're second. We're only 3 games behind first place. 3 games behind first.
3
place.
games behind.
Pistons are 19-5. The Knicks are 16-7. Celtics, which surprisingly they're starting to play really good. They're 15-9. They're about 2 games behind us because they got 9 losses. We got 7. Raptors are 15-10. Who we're gonna play on Tuesday. That's an in-cup tournament season. You got 76ers who are balling with Maxey and the new rookie they got 13-9. Magic are in 6th place, 14-10. Even though they beat us, they're at 6. We're at 2nd. The Heat are at 7th place, 14-10. Where you at, Harris? Where you at, sports fan guy? We see your Cavaliers, who is a shocking. They were number 1 last year, 61 and whatever. Cavaliers are in 8th place, 14-11. And then you got the Atlanta Hawks, also 14-11. In 9th place, the Bulls are 9-13. And behind the Bulls is the Bucks, 10-15. And this is the guy that they want to switch for our number 2 team guy. And we're going to get better. And
Can we get back? Could you tell me that about the Bulls again? Weren't the Bulls like the number 1 team like a month ago?
listen, everybody looks good in the beginning of the season, and then the other teams get in rhythm, like how we were. People were playing. The Bulls looked good in the beginning. Everybody was balling early. Everybody looks good in the beginning when you're fresh from summer vacation, the first week and a half, 2 weeks. Everybody looks good. You fresh. You still got your suntan from wherever you came from, and then the season hits you after a month. Then the road trips start hitting you. Then the back-to-backs really start hitting you. Then someone goes down and you really got to play. Then that starts hitting you. And then the season starts. And right now we're up in the thick of it. Right now we're in the thick of the season. People are going down, injuries left and right. And now the real teams are starting to show who they are. The real teams are starting to play. Cavaliers, Darius Garland missed a lot of time. He's back now. I think they'll probably start getting it going. But the Atlanta Hawks are 9th place. Bulls are in 10th. And the Bucks are in 12th. The Bucks are in 12th. And this is with Giannis. Giannis maybe missed 4 games. So I'll give him 4 games out of that.
That's why I know that.
It's crazy. And the Pacers are in 14th, which is another shock. I mean, I knew they were going to be bad, but damn. They're under Brooklyn. They're fighting. They're trying to get records. All that to say is, I don't think we should make the Melo trade. I think this will be another Melo trade. I think this is something that we just got to, we're cool. We're cool with what we have. We good out here. This is a straight. Yeah, we good. We good. The slogan is, we good. Yo, you want something? Nah, we good over here. Say no to drugs. What was it?
You know, your wife don't give you sex and then she wants sex. You say, nah, we good. We good.
That came from under. That came from. I'm good. Yeah, I'm
We're
good.
that kind of good.
I'm straight. I'm straight. Uh, G
You know
man.
where? You know where Knicks lose and trying to give you that pretty pussy? We good. We
Oh my
good.
God! Well, listen, we getting strikes like a motherfucker after this shit. G man says makes sense. You speaking facts about the clogging of the paint, and G man, that's just what it is. So you have to look at as much. We can look at all the players that you want, but you have to look at the team as well. What are you gonna make out of this team? This team was built with a purpose. They hired this coach with a purpose. They assembled this team with a purpose. 3-and-D. First of all, wings is the most coveted thing in all of the NBA. You got two of the best defenders, wings, 3-point shooters that you got, and then you're gonna break that up for a power forward who's often injured. Now you have to replace a wing, and you're gonna give up probably the most elite wing defender in the whole NBA. So you gotta look at that. That's what I'm saying. The clogging of the paint is he's just a more glorified Julius Randle, is what it would be. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. Keith Watkins says Bulls started 6-0. Yep. And he said, just say no. Just say no to drugs. Giannis is a drug. They just handed the crack pipe to the Knicks fans, and they're like coming out of rehab. Oh, man. Anybody got crack? Anybody got that crack? Come on, man. Come on, man. Just one hit, bro. Let me just get one hit. Come on, man. Just one Giannis, man. Oh, just one Giannis, man. Let me just one time, baby. One time, baby. They're struggling. 3, 2, 1 left. Absolutely. Yeah, we definitely gone left. OG, what is it? OG gone M. Oh, yeah. I mean, that would have to be it. In all honesty, nostalgic. If you're looking at the trade, it's either Cat and do they want to? Let me see. I predicted OG Mitch gone for Giannis. Yeah, that's what I said. If you looked at before, definitely. That's what I was saying. If they're not going, if the Bucks are gonna go for a soft rebuild, basically get talent so they can still sell tickets, still be competitive. And mind you, you'd be making a trade. If we're trading for Giannis and they're taking our players, you're putting our same players that we know are good, know our system into our conference. You're putting them in the same East Coast. Maybe there's a 3-team deal and they switch, but I mean, if you get OG and Mitch elite at their position, they're not just any, as we say in Latino, no son cualquiera. They're just not anybody. You know what I'm saying? These are two elite players. Mitch is
Body.
they're not anybody. You got one of the best centers, elite at rebounding, top 3, top 4, top 5 centers, especially in rebounding and blocks. It's crazy. Yep, and
We got Hook 40.
Hook is balling, bro. A nostalgic Nick says the Knicks are
Hook is
interested.
balling.
The fans have nothing to do with it. Listen, and I think, and it's not that the Knicks are. Go ahead, Machete.
No, go ahead, bro. Go make your statement.
No, I was saying, I'm reading the chat. I was just saying, nostalgic says the Knicks are interested. The fans have nothing to do with it. I agree, but the Knicks, I think they're not interested, and I think there was a report coming out that today, and not that they're not interested, but they, you know what I'm saying? They went to this store, they saw the clothing that was there, they made an offer. You know what I mean? Like they had all summer. They were negotiating what's it gonna take. They had Bridges before they signed Bridges. They were able to, you can get Bridges. We gave up 7 picks for this kid. If you take him, you can sign him and give him whatever you want. He was gonna be the number 1 player for Brooklyn. He's got the talents. We gave up 7 picks for him, 6 picks, whatever it was. You can get, so they made an offer. Whether it was that or not, Bridges, don't be mad. Mikael, I don't know. Allegedly, that's what was on the table. But they made an offer already. They saw what would it take. Bucks went crazy. They said, I want Black Friday deal and Christmas at the same time. You know what I mean? So they were just basically trying to break us up or something ridiculous. And the Knicks said, all right, we're done playing this game. That's it. And they did the same before with Cat. They tried before, and when they said no, Knicks walked away. Listen, there's a term in sales, man. There's a term in sales. They say the power to walk away. When you go to a dealership, you have your certain dollar in mind, but like, that car is $32,000. I'm gonna go to the dealership. It's like, there's some markups, $38,000. Be like, nah. I'm gonna give you 28. and I'm gonna put $3,000 down, but it's still a 28. They say no, you walk away. They'll call you back when they really want to sell the car. They'll call you back. The power to walk away. You learned that today. We give you not only great content, great stats. We give you sales techniques on how to get your next vehicle. Autotrader.com. That's our next sponsor. I'll just play it, man. Just playing. Let me see. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Facts. Talk that, Keith. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Number one slogan. Salute to Fat Joe. Or should we call him Cap Joe? Cap? He's capping? Anyway, salute to Fat Joe. We appreciate you. Dope slogan. Yesterday's price is definitely not today's price. I agree with you there. Nostalgic Knicks. OG and Mitch money match Giannis. I agree. If you go, I don't know if you saw the podcast before, but that was exactly the trade. If you go to the other Giannis video that's on here in our podcast here, I said the same thing. Giannis and Mitch's money match. You throw in a couple of young players to make it. You got the money to match. You would probably throw a Kolek. They're definitely gonna want Deuce. You say no to Deuce, but you see how Hook Porty's playing. All right, you would throw in a Hook Porty. You throw in young talent with Kolek and maybe a Dottier. You got three good young talents. You got phenomenal veterans, and then that trade could work. That trade could work. That would be the only way. That would be the only way that you get it. But that if you can still keep the core, again, you got Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, Brunson, Giannis, and Cat. If you got that, and you still, at that point, when free agency comes around, when the waiver wire comes around, you call up your two-way players, and you call them up to fill the roster, and then once Shaman comes back, he's balling. When the free agency come around, or waiver wire, and you need to fill roster spots, then you can fill them at that point, if that's it. But that would be the only way that I would say yes. And I still like OG better, but again, I'm not a fan of trade. But if you do it, that would be the only way. Are they willing to take OG? Are they willing to take Mitch? Maybe they can package them and ship them to other teams, whatever, and get picks in the West, whatever. But that would be the only way. That money matches. You take some good young talent to Bill, trade them off and get some picks or something like that. That's it, because you're going to have to sign Mitch anyway. So that would be the only way that I can see that Knicks would say yes. I don't know if Milwaukee wants that, but at some point you got to come to the reality that this guy's 31. He's had at least 12 to 16 injuries in his whole career. Most of his injuries have had... Nah, I'm serious. You want me to look for it? You do a little talking here. I was literally looking at his injuries that Buddy had over here. I'm telling you, it was over 16 injuries. I'll tell you right now. I'll look for it. I know he had a couple of years with his injuries here. Oh, you're on mute. I can't hear you. You're on mute. I can't hear you. You're on mute.
They weren't anything serious, though.
Hey, no, listen, I'll pull it up here for you just so you can see. I got it here. Okay, they weren't serious, but they were injuries. And I'll go out. I'm gonna go real quick. I'm gonna shoot them out just for people who are watching. Yeah, we do some long shots. Look, I'm scrolling all the way down. Look, I'm scrolling. 2017. In 2017, he had 2 injuries. Both were sore knees. 2018, he had 6 injuries. Sore knee twice, sprained ankle, sore right ankle, and then he had a concussion protocol and a neck. That was in 2018. 2019, he had... Jesus, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 injuries. Or even though they're small, one gamers, whatever. In 2019, he had 13, okay? He had a quad hip. Took him out from... This was in January, the quad hip. He had a right knee soreness in February. Knee, February. Soreness on the knee is February. March, ankle. Right ankle sprain. Ankle, all in March. In April, calf. Again, these are in what time frame? Playoff time. Already right before playoff. Then you have...
Yep.
So he had all of those. 2020, he had a back injury. In January, a back injury. Back soreness in January. A back injury still there.
Yeah.
In January 2020, shoulder. January. February, left hamstring. February, personal. Back in February. Knee in March. Then you go. There's all 2020. I can keep going. 2021 in January. Back and knee. March, knee. April, knee. April, ankle, ankle. May, groin. June, calf. June, calf. June, knee. These are all in playoff times. Right before you're going to get into the playoffs. This is when you got to look at when he's getting these. He has others in Christmas, 2022. He has it again. Illness, which is not a big deal. January 22nd, 2022, knee. February 2022, ankle. We can keep going. More in January 2023. January 2023, knee. Knee. January 2023, knee. Right knee. Both knees. All the knees. Your knees. My knees. All these in 2023. Knees. Okay?
Have any knees left?
No knees left. And I could
He has a
go.
lot of
Okay.
he has a lot of knee injuries.
23.
That's crazy.
Abundant. There's more in 2023, but I'm not going to go through the whole thing. He's got a gang of them in 2023. This was just last year. Maybe 15 to 20. And whether it's small, one day, whatever, it's a lot of them. 2024 in January, shoulder. Then January 24 again, back. February 24, knee. February all through 2024, knee. March 2024, Achilles. March 24, Achilles. March 24,
You're gonna
knee.
sound like that character in Holy Grail.
March 24, hamstring. Then he goes to March 24, soleus. Google that. Let me know what that is in the chat. Knee, patella, abductor. And now we're going to 2020. And there's more. Patella, knee, illness, knee, patella. 2025. We can keep going. Patella knee, 2025. And all these, I'm pointing all these out just so you can see. And a lot of them that he's had is in the time going into playoffs. Why did he get bounced 3 years in a row? Because he's been injured 3 years in a row in the time where it matters. In the playoff times. If you want this guy to get you a ring, to win you something, he is typically injured in the time when it matters. Going into playoffs. Going into whatever the fighting round is. He's typically injured in that time frame. He has a history of being injured in that time frame. So that's all that matters. So people look at things, but they don't look into things. People look at things, but they don't look into things. At the Organic Fanatics, we look into things and give you that good detail. We give you that good detail, good intel. You know what I'm saying? We give you that, you know what I'm saying? We give
Everything you need.
You know what I'm saying? Everything you need. That's what he needs. He needs a RoboCop. He needs something. Bro, bro, and I'm scrolling. If I literally counted from the time he started to now, I have my fingers got calluses from scrolling.
Well, my knees hurt from that report. This entire report.
Bro, just crazy knee, calf, hamstrings, Achilles. He's had Achilles injuries. So if he's had an Achilles before, it's okay to if this was his first one, the first kind, but he's had an Achilles injury before, and a lot of them are knees and calves. And bro, I mean that doesn't give me any kind of confidence. Not only the trade.
You make good points.
Good.
No, you are making good points about how he really hasn't been in the playoffs a lot of the times because he's been pretty injury prone. It sounds like. I mean, it doesn't seem like that until you put it in perspective like that. But now memory serves me. Yeah, he's been injured a lot. I mean, a lot more than he's worth. I think $300 million. Knee problems. You're on this side of 30, which I think he's still a little bit younger than Cat. I think Cat's pushing 32.
No, Cat just turned 30. Giannis is turning 31, I believe, this month.
Oh, it's the other way around. I thought Cat was older.
Yeah, no, Giannis is turning 30.
Either way, they're in their 30. Regardless, I mean, we don't have time for it, but I don't remember Cat being that injured. I remember him being injured last year, but still playing through a lot of the thumb injuries and the knee issues that he had with us. He still stayed there, and I don't think he had anything to prove. And even this year, it's really been withstanding, a lot of the pain that he's been, playing through.
And just to be fair, I'm gonna go through Cat's injury list. Just to be fair, in his first injury was 2019. He had an ankle soreness, and some of these could be small. I'm not saying these are all major injuries, whether it's a tweak or whatever, but just to give you an idea. He had ankle in 2019, concussion protocol, right knee inflammation in 2019, right knee. So he's had the inflammation. I remember he had that before. He had it last year, a little bit too. He had a wrist in 2020 one time. He had a wrist injury. Health and safety protocol 2021. Tailbone, that means he landed on his ass from falling down so much. 2022, he had a calf injury, one in November, one in March. He had a calf injury in March of 2023. April calf, which is something to be worried about too, 23, but he still played in the playoffs. But he still had calves in 2023. The knee in 2023, so that's what he was dealing with all with, did we get him 23, 24? 23, 24, yeah, that's when we got him. He had personal. He had knee, meniscus, and wrist in 24. Knee, hamstring, knee, thumb, knee, lower body. And that's it. 2025, he had quad. That's when he had the couple of games he missed this year. And then calf. So he hasn't had that much. And most of his, he did have last year was in April. 24, he had one in April. One in one game in March. The only time that was really big in the time frame of playoff was in 23, and even then he made the playoffs in those years. He made the finals in 2023. He made the playoffs in the Eastern Conference Final in 2024. So even with these injuries, even if it's in that time frame, he went to the finals both of those years. He went to the finals in both of those.
You know,
years.
the bone spur that he had in his thumb last year that he played through.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the bones. Yeah, that was the thumb. That's why in January 2025. So you had the thumb, the knee, lower body, knee soreness, the quad, and then the calf. All those within the last couple of years.
But played about 70 games last year. Still played about what, 70 games last year?
70 plus.
72 games.
Still make the playoffs. Still made the playoffs every year. Still made 2 conference finals back to back on both coasts. Both coasts. Matter of fact, I don't think the only other person who's done that in recent time is probably LeBron James. Been to the finals in 2 coasts. And he did in 2 consecutive years. So, all that to say is that's what I'm saying. Hey, salute to size 9. Not K is a walking health issue too. Hey, listen, I just went through his thing. He has his issues. I agree with you, size 9, but he has them, which I just read. That's why I said in all fairness, I'm gonna go through all these, and everyone that I went through, he has had them. But the difference between those, which everybody's going to get, especially guys that play that many minutes, that are the main core of both their teams, which both of them have been. So you expect that type of injuries if you're the number one guy, the ball's always running through you. The main difference in both of those, size 9, is that both of them, which pause on that, but basically that he's been available in the playoffs. Giannis, in those time frames that you're looking at, that most of his career, Giannis is in the later stages of the season, which that's why you saw him get in-season MVPs, but never makes it to the playoffs or finals because he's already worn his body out by that point in time with everything he's doing. So he's won multiple in-season MVPs, doesn't make it to the playoffs where he can be a contributor like how he's done in the season. Unlike Karl Anthony Towns, yes, he's had his injuries, and I agree with you. He has had his injuries. However, he's made it to the playoffs each and every year that he's been with whatever team he's been in. He's made it to 2 conference finals back to back. And even when he was with Tibbs, whether it was the thumb injury he had on there, whether he had the knee, the soreness, the calf, he played with those injuries. And he was still effective. Whether he had the knee bandage, whether he had the thumb bandage, he was in the playoffs. He was clutch in the playoffs. And he helps his teams win in the playoffs. So with all of that, I'd rather have someone who's, whether he's injured or not, he's still willing to play and is still effective in winning. And that is why I'm saying I don't think we should go for Giannis to lose all that. When we already have a Giannis caliber player, you already have that. You have a Russell Westbrook type triple-double player in Josh. You know what I mean? You already have these players that are already, and they're in their prime right now. You're going to trade for someone who's falling out of his prime, and I mean falling. He's going down the mountain. And he's still really good, but you're going to lose a lot, and then you have to pay him $300 million next year. Where Cat, who's in this team now, who's seen what Brunson did, took a pay cut. Who's seen what Mikal Bridges did and take a pay cut. He's seen what Josh did and take a pay cut to get the team because he wants to, what does Cat said he wants to do in New York? He wants to win here. These are players who want to win in New York. A New Yorker. These are people who want to win here and win for the city. That's a difference in someone who just wants to win or is worried about his legacy. These players want to win here in New York, and he'd probably take a pay cut. He's extension eligible. I'm pretty sure he don't get that 300. I'm pretty sure he won't say give me 350 because I'm worth the 350 like a Tatum or a Brown. He might say give me a 240, 220 something. You know what I mean? And leave something on the table so we can continue building.
If you really wanted to be a Knick, he would take a pay cut, like you said.
Yeah, would Giannis do that? I don't know if he does that. I don't know if Giannis says, you know what, I like it here, I want to be here, I want to win here, but I still want my $300 million. Oh, and by the way, I want my brother to play here. Yeah, I'm good on that, bro. We did his brother before. His brother's been here before. We've seen that, and we're good on that.
That's another reason. That's another reason I don't see them like making that, because doesn't he have two brothers working for their organization? They moved his kids to Greece, and he's got his two brothers working in the organization, but then he wants to come play for the New York. Doesn't make any sense.
Hey,
It doesn't add up. I don't see that. I think it's just a bunch of speculations in the media, trying to throw shit in the air, see what sticks. And I don't see us making any moves right now. In January, Giannis, we're not giving up half our squad to go get him and bring Kuzma. Nah, come on. All these offers that these people are making up, Kuzma and Giannis for OG, Josh Hart, and Jalen Brunson, the whole squad. Come on now. Forget about that. That ain't gonna happen.
Bro, they had
That's just a bunch of speculation.
They had a prime Kuzma.
Yeah, I don't see them going to move that. But more importantly, the most important thing is that we got to keep up under the second apron. Regardless of whatever move we make, we still got to keep under the second apron if we don't want to pay taxes later. And none of this adds up. So it's just all speculation.
Yeah, and we're under the second apron right now. Not by much, maybe like 500,000, 300,000, but we under that piece right now. Any move that you make, those numbers have to equal being under the apron. You know what I mean? And on top of that, like I was telling before, you had Dolan, who was in the roommate show with the roommates, and he was saying Leon laid out a plan, and I'm looking at him to execute, like to follow through. And if he veers in any way from the plan, I'm asking him, why are we veering? Why are you going contrary to what you said? So he's someone who holds people to their word. And then we just did all this and got Cat. Now you want to get rid of Cat? You want to get rid of OG after we did these moves? You think this is better than what you had before? You know what I mean? And Dolan's gonna be like, I like what we got going now. The team is, listen, New York is bubbling right now. New York is 13-1. The team is vibing. You have everybody coming to the Garden. All the old Knicks alumni are all lined up watching this team. Is Giannis gonna bring that energy even higher? Nah, man. I don't see it, man. I just don't see the vibe for it. I like the kid. I think he's a great player. I just don't see the fit for the Knicks. You would have to make too many moves to make that fit, especially with Brunson. Him and Brunson in the paint is going to be Julius Randle, Brunson all over again. It just doesn't.
Yeah, it would be too many moves. It would be too many moves and maybe too many teams involved. Just too much.
And then to do all that, and then get chemistry to be better than the chemistry we have right now? No way.
That's the other thing. That's
the whole thing. You gotta have these players gotta match personality. They gotta vibe with each other. You had the whole team on the roommate show having Thanksgiving together. You think I don't know. I don't see that. I don't see that happening, man. I don't see. I think the Knicks already did their due diligence. Salute to Leon and the staff and the front office.
I'm losing you. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his connection. Welcome to the Organic Fanatic Show.
I appreciate it. You want to tune out? You want to sign out? You good? We'll see what he thinks about it. He's thinking about it. He's kind of...
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Do your thing, man. Give your outro then.
We're breaking up. I don't know if it's breaking up or if I'm breaking up.
I think you're going through a bad area, but still.
No, I like that. Everybody. Yo, thanks for tuning in. Shouts out to the chats, New Knicks, Ruel, Two Shots, everybody.
Hey, salute to Jay Tapani Mob. Let me know if I can pronounce that right. Jay says Giannis can stay in Milwaukee. Giannis ain't taking a cut. I agree with you there. Size 9 says I'm not for Giannis either, but let's not act like anyone we have is better than him. Hold on, Size 9. I just went through a whole 20-minute spiel. He's giving you Carl Anthony Towns is giving you the same numbers as Giannis. In case you missed that, I'm gonna go back and replay this for you. These are career stats, okay? Career stats, side by side. You're gonna get a little bit more points right now from Giannis. Giannis gives you 28.9 points per game, 10 rebounds per game. Karl Anthony Towns is giving you 22.5 points per game, 11.9 rebounds per game. Percentage shooting, Giannis is dominating because his points are mostly in the paint at 65.6. Karl Anthony Towns is 52.7. Assist, Karl Anthony Towns is giving you 3.4. Giannis is giving you 6.1. All right. And then defensive stats, which is SPG, it's 0.9 for Giannis. Blocks per game is 0.9 for Giannis. Cat is giving you 0.8 SPG. And then blocks per game is 0.7. So it's not that much difference. The true plus minus in the plus minus category, Giannis is plus 95. Karl Anthony Towns is plus 168. Not to mention he's a way better 3-point shooter. Not to mention he's a way better free throw shooter at 90%.
Three-point number.
I don't have it at this stat, but it's obvious he's way better. He can way better in 3-point.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Oh, as a matter of fact, I did look that up. Giannis is at 28% career for 3-pointers, and Cat is just over 40 career wise. So no brainer.
Great.
No brainer. He's going to spread the floor. He's almost 90% at the free throw line. So those are more categories that he's winning for the extra 8 points that you might get for Giannis in comparison. I'm good with Karl Anthony Towns. He is comparable.
And that's not including the durability.
And durability, which we were talking about. So you can definitely say that they're comparable. They're absolutely comparable. The only other people that compare to Giannis and Karl Anthony Towns is Jokic. It's them three. There's no one else above those three.
Mm-hmm.
And Wemby, he's still not there yet, but Wemby will eventually get there. But right now in the league, it's Kat, Jokic, and Giannis. That's it. There's no one else close to what they're doing. If they can, you can put it on there career-wise. Maybe not a good year, career-wise. It's just them three sitting at the Mount Rushmore. That's it. If you're swapping them each out for each other, they cancel each other out. And then the bootleg of those three was Julius Randle, which was giving you very similar numbers. And then Size 9 says, that man is a defensive player of the year and MVP. Yeah, I agree with you. He's a defensive player of the year and MVP. Does he fit? You got to ask yourself, does he fit the Knicks? He just dominates in the paint. He's an MVP in the middle of the season. If you have nobody in your team who else was in his team that he was dominating? Cat has had other players that he's figured out how to play with. And listen, MVP's great. Win me something. Jokic and him have won once. Great. I appreciate it. But his history is way too bad for me. Giannis is setting himself up for retirement, and he wants to do it on the Knicks' dime. I'm not with that. We're looking for championship over here. He has won all there. He has won all there is to win. He did. He's won MVP.
Thank you. Good point.
He has won it in a city, in a state, and a team that had really no one else. Name me another player that was really good for him, that was like an elite or a star. He had very good role players around him, other than Drew Holiday, who was not a star but was very good at his level. He had very good complementary players. He never. Who was another star? And the only star that he's ever played with was Damian Lillard at the end of his career and tore his Achilles. That's the only other star that he's ever played with. So if you're the guy getting every touch you want, yeah, you can be an MVP. Yeah, you can be the most points in the game, in the whole team, the highest scorer, and all these rebounds. You're doing it. It's almost empty stats because you got one championship to show with it, and that's when you had complementary players with you. Turner can't even rebound. Yeah, listen, Turner, I don't know what they were doing with Turner. Keep Skittles where he's at. Definitely don't want Turner. Well, I'm with you on that. We is not keeping Skittles guy. Taste the rainbow. We're not doing any of that. Just make some minor tweaks and revisit Giannis thing in the summer. Even if Giannis is available in the summer, are you willing to pay him $300,000? I mean, $300 million. Sorry, $300 million. Are you gonna pay? You have to sign Cat too. What happened? You revisit it. You're gonna have to pay Cat and Giannis $300 million a piece. Like, what are we doing? You're gonna hit second, third apron for what? What value is he giving you? He's gonna clog the paint. I mean, I don't see where that fits. That's the only thing. Yes, he's phenomenal. Listen, size 9, I agree with you. Anybody, I'm not saying Giannis is a bad player. I think he is MVP. I think he's great. I just don't think he fits what we're doing here. I truly hope OKC pulls the trigger and gives them 10 picks, gives them Hartenstein, gives them whoever. I want them to trade for him and break up OKC. That's it. Break up whatever dynasty they're starting over there, dismantle that, and send Giannis over there. Take every pick they got, open their cupboard, take whatever that. Listen, go to OKC. Giannis, you would be phenomenal over there. You'd be MVP. You and Shea Gildress.
Because if they send all the picks to Milwaukee, then Milwaukee gets all the picks.
That's great. Milwaukee sucks at picking anyway. No one wants to play in Milwaukee. Good for them over there. Ain't Joker up for free agency?
They would rather play Milwaukee than OKC.
Listen, Joker is coming up for. Listen, all of them. They're all in the same rebuild class. Joker, Giannis, and Cat. They're all, Cat's eligible for a re-sign this upcoming year. Next year is Giannis's last year on the contract, and then he has a player option the year after that. And then Jokic, I think, has one more year. Joker. They call him Joker. But either one. Yep. So you're talking about Joker. Joker's Jokic from Denver, the Nuggets. That's what he's talking about, Jay. He's talking about Jokic. So you're talking about Jokic, who's going to be available. But who's going to let him go? And on top of that, you got to see what he likes. You can't have horses here in New York. His horses ain't going to be. They ain't good with the winter. He loves horses. Denver is literally the state for horses and roaming free and Mustangs running around. He's all right in Denver. He's probably going to retire in Denver. He already won him a ring. He's probably going to stay there, get a statue, have his horses, have a couple of ranches out there. Jokic is the one that he can retire in Denver. It's already set up for him. His gameplay, he can have anyone fits around him. I think they need to get rid of Jamal Murray. In my opinion, get rid of him and Gordon and revamp that team now. But that's whatever with them. All that to say, the Knickerbockers are in phenomenal position right now. All these teams are crumbling. Giannis was on top of the world. They were saying, fuck the Knicks. We breaking them up now. That's it. Let Milwaukee crumble. That's it. Let Denver at the end of their twilight, let them crumble. It's all time right now. Everybody that was up before, they got to look down. We looking down on them now. Don't try to jump on the ship now. We good over here. That's the slogan. We good. That's what today's show is called. We good over here. We good over here. All right? That's it. Yeah, he got mad horses, bro. Now, them horses are going to freeze in NYC. He can't have no stables out here unless they in the track. Them horses is not going to be doing good in New York.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Bring the horses over here. We'll put them in Central Park.
All right. All right. They wilding.
That's up in Central Park West. Up down the penthouse.
Listen, the
It'll be
Knicks.
fine.
The Knicks is putting everybody on notice right now. The Knicks right now are hotter than fish grease right now. The Knicks right now are like Jay Mills. We ready to spin the block. We taking out, you know what I'm saying? Giannis is like goods. He's going to get served by if you guys don't know, this is battle rap. I'm telling you know about battle rap. Giannis is goods right now, and Jokic is DNA. They got served up a little bit. We're going to say, get them the fuck up out of here. Hey, salute to Jay Mills. He killing these dudes out here. Salute to that. But yeah, we good out here. We good. We good. I don't think the trade is what we need. I don't think we go for that. I think we good where we at. There's no value that I can see that's overwhelming to get us. If it was the Randall time frame when we had Randall and RJ and Quick at that time frame, that would have been perfect for now. Then you give these youngins our picks, before Bridges. That time you could have done this type of trade where you get all of them, whatever they want, all 7 picks that we gave for Bridges. Then you can do that now. When we have Randall, RJ, IQ, all them picks before Bridges, then you can make that move and figure it out then. But now that's it, bro. We so deep, and then you got Deuce coming out at playing the best he's ever played. You have Porty coming into his own. You having Kolek coming into his own. Bro, we good. We good out here. All that, and this is all with Shaman. We're 13-1. Shaman's missed a couple of games. He's probably gonna miss another few more, and we're still gonna be balling. We good over here. That's all I had to say. You know what I'm saying? No Franz for 3, none of that, yo. We wildin' out here. Welcome to Organic Fanatics, where we say, go fuck yourselves. Fuck your life. Like Nem says, fuck your life. Bing bong. We good over here. We good. we good. I'm not for the Giannis trade. Salute to the guy. Hopefully he gets what he wants elsewhere. Hopefully in the West Coast. Get out of here. Go to the West Coast. Fly out there. Please break up OKC. Giannis to OKC. I'm starting the rumors now. Giannis to OKC. Boop, 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 boop. Giannis to OKC. You heard it now. Giannis is going to OKC. There's rumors talking about 12 picks. 12 first rounders. Get them the fuck out of here. Go up to the West Coast. We good on that. I'm good. Machete is made at home. I appreciate you riding, my brother. Appreciate you riding for the show. Go ahead and give your final thoughts, because we getting the fuck out of here. About to spin that block.
Well, you said everything I had to say. Everybody had a good night. Welcome to the Organic Fanatic Show, where it takes us an hour to tell you where we tell Giannis go fuck himself and go out west, because we don't need him. All right, and you can keep your horses out there in Denver. We don't give a fuck, because we good over here. All right. So let's shouts out to the Knicks. Let's get this win on Thursday against Toronto. You know we will. And we're going to win this N-Line tournament. We're going to get that fucking trophy. We're going to win this trophy this year. And we're going to win the trophy in next year in April right now. March coming up. So that's what's up. Let's go Knickerbockers. Everybody have a good night.
You heard what he said.
Shouts out to Ruel, to New Knicks. Shouts out to Two Shots and everybody. Please like and subscribe. The Organic Fanatic Show. Let's go, Knicks!
I heard what he said. Y'all better get excited, bro. We got that game Tuesday. It's an in-cup game. We should have that. We're going to be advancing past that quarterfinal, get into the finals out here, the semis, and we're about to do it. We're going to win that cup. We're going to win the championship this year, and then we're going to say, I told you so. We're going to say, yeah, you were right about Giannis. Fuck that. We out of here. You heard? I'm going to close this out here.
Y'all
better have a good time. Y'all better enjoy who you have. Enjoy your squad. We out of here. You heard?
New York City. New York. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Makers going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back.
A minute remaining. Brunson at 3.